And they're still fired up. The Pirates getting ready to host the Brewers in Game 2 of the 3-game series. Brief 3-game homestand. A cool evening in the Berg. Pirates trying to bounce back from a 6-0 loss last night to the Brewers, who have had the Pirates number this season. But it's Kyle McPherson making his first start in the big leagues. And this is unlike anything Steve Blass has experienced before. Yeah, he's been on a big league mound before, just 7 times previously in relief. But you can just see him, and here's Tracy, our cameraman down there, just focusing in on McPherson as he leaves the dugout and heads to the mound in a big league ballpark. This must be something special.
Absolutely. It's a night he'll never forget. He's striding out to the mound to look like a confident walk, but boy, there's things jumping around inside all over the place as you take a look at Brownbeard the Pirate.
Yeah, perfect, isn't it?
Yeah, it's Pirate Talk night.
Check the lineup out. We'll be facing Kyle McPherson. Leading off, it's Marichka Aoki, followed by Ricky Weeks. Last 18 games, he's been on fire, hitting .333. Ryan Braun, still possibility to repeat as MVP. Ryan Braun will be followed by Aramis Ramirez, Jonathan Lucroy, Taylor Green at first base, Carlos Gomez, Gene Segura, and Marco Estrada.
6'4", 220. Kyle McPherson, this right-hander. Give you the numbers this year in the big leagues. Western PA Chevy dealers bring you his major league numbers. A dazzling climb through the minor league system for the Pirates this year. AA, and then moved up to AAA where he was even better. And you see the outings out of the bullpen. So again, no stranger to a major league mound, as Greg said. No stranger to the Milwaukee Brewers in that they've seen him briefly. But I kind of like his edge to some degree because they've seen him out of the bullpen. Seeing him as a starter is a whole different program. But as we said in the open, he's got to be able to handle the running game. They're going to test him, especially after last night. So we'll see how it plays out.
Michael McHenry will be tested. I think this is so interesting because a big story in the local papers today, and everybody making a big fuss about the running game. And yeah, they stole 7 bases without being caught. But this is not newsworthy. This is something that's been trending against the Pirates all year long. And now it becomes a big story because it's 7 for 7.
Yep, and it's September.
Yep. And we're underway. Now, McPherson, will see if he continues to show outstanding command, fearless so far. There's a high fly ball to deep right field, and look at this. The second pitch of the game is a home run. Marichka Aoki. It's his 9th.
Wow. Looking for a fastball. Maybe the scouting report says this young man has good control. The real good control pitchers will give up the home runs, and well, that'll get his attention. Now maybe that'll settle him down. You know, the butterflies are there, but there it is, right down. Look at that spot on the strike zone grid, right down Grant Street, and he buries it.
McPherson's reaction. Second home run he has allowed at the big league level.
That's going to happen, young man. So just dig your heels in. They hit a home run. It's 1-0.
And this ball lined to center field, back a couple of steps, and McCutchen makes the catch as Ricky Weeks lines out to center.
And that ball was hit right on the button. And I'm guessing before we see it's going to be right down Grant Street. Even in a little bit more. That's a ball that can be turned on and hit a long way to left field.
So McPherson gives up the home run and the line drive, and now Ryan Braun. He's pitched 12 innings at the big league level, has McPherson. It's his 8th major league appearance. Started the season on the disabled list. Late in spring training, was down with shoulder inflammation, and this pitch inside to Ryan Braun.
You know, maybe you never know how it's going to play out, but maybe that home, it'll make you angry. All right, yeah, now, okay, I'm going to forget about being nervous first major league start. I'm upset, and you hope he has that reaction. Under control, of course.
Falls behind Braun, 2-0.
Another responsibility for Kyle McPherson. He's going to have to find out Brian Onora's strike zone, because the strike zone does not belong to the pitcher. It belongs to the umpire. You've got to find it as early as you can.
Another breaking ball, 2-1. There he is, Brian Onora. Chad Fairchild at first, Alfonso Marquez at second, and Tom Hallion at first. Hallion, the crew chief.
Good try. They wanted it inside. Michael McHenry set up inside, delivered it just a little bit off the plate. Watch Michael, see him slide in toward the batter. Didn't miss by much.
Bounced foul. Paraleague leaders find his name just about everywhere. The defending MVP. Last night, Braun 2 for 4, plus a walk. He stole 3 bases, drove in his 104th run of the year.
When he gets to 30 steals, and he will, just don't want it to happen tonight or tomorrow combination, he will once again get a bunch of votes for MVP honors. And he should.
Stays 3-2.
And McPherson threw a fastball that got hit out of the ballpark, and you can't lose your trust in your fastball. That's a major item for you. So just because it got hit, it's your first start, don't put it in your back pocket. Don't be afraid of it. Trust it. You're going to need it.
Pop up, playable in right for Snyder. Travis Snyder is in right field. You saw McCutchen catch the liner by Weeks, and in left field it's Starling Marte. The infield, Alvarez and Jones on the corners. Brock Holt at second base, Clint Barmas at short. Michael McHenry catching McPherson. Brock Holt called upon again as Neil Walker is not ready to go tonight. Available to pinch hit and probably ready tomorrow. Ramos Ramirez.
Michael McHenry putting down that one finger for the fastball, and really good fastball upstairs to Ryan Braun. If you throw it 93, 92 miles an hour up there, it is going to be hard to catch up to. You got to go up and still try to keep a level swing. It's hard to do both of those things at once when the ball is coming in that fast.
0-2.
Once again, leaning on the fastball.
McPherson was a 14th round pick 5 years ago out of the University of Mobile in Alabama. He was signed by Darren Mazeroski, the son of the former great Hall of Famer Bill Mazeroski, a scout with the Pirates.
Presley on his list also for Darren.
Another pitcher, Phil Irwin, minor leagues with the Bucks. Had a fine season, and McPherson was the minor league pitcher of the year for the Pirates last season. After some time on the disabled list out of spring training, began the year at AA Altoona. Put up good numbers with the curve and made 3 outstanding starts at AAA Indianapolis.
Well, they're leaning on the fastball here. Not too much off-speed stuff delivered early. Yeah, last year 12-6 overall. Bradenton and then Altoona. So you talk about a really brisk trip up through the minor league system. This young man from Mobile, Alabama.
Nice little dribbler. McPherson off the hill, and he does not throw it. Well, he didn't have a grip on it. He is a base hit for Ramirez.
Yeah, I thought he was going to get over there and make this play. He's got the edge right there. Now the runner's in between. I don't know whether he just felt he couldn't throw it in a straight line because of the runner. I'm not sure.
It's possible. By the time he picked up the ball, was ready to throw, Ramirez just 3 steps from the bag. Maybe figured
you got to do kind of one of those jump shots.
Yeah.
Get up in the air and throw over his shoulder.
So base hit for Ramirez. And here's Jonathan Lucroy. Lucroy hitting .324, 3 for 5 last night. Time called, maybe a bit of a cross up there. McHenry have to talk to McPherson. Have to figure McPherson's relying on the fort a lot tonight.
I'll tell you, nobody's going to pick up what Michael had to say with the mask and the glove over the face. Larry Searage, a watchful eye on this youngster. And a very special night. Major League debut. 24 years old.
Starting debut.
Or starting debut, yeah. First Major League start. 7 trips out of the Pirate bullpen.
Right now.
His first outing was in San Diego, August the 20th, against the Padres at Petco. Pitched 2 scoreless. Faced 7 batters, retired 6 of them.
Back down. And back up on the 31st.
Oh, 0-1 on Lucroy.
And Ramos not going anywhere, so that's not a concern right now.
1-1.
Ramirez has stole 7 bases. He's 7 out of 9.
McPherson faced the Brewers August 31st at Miller Park. Bouncing ball, and Alvarez has it kick off his glove. Now the one thing McPherson needs is solid defense, and now he didn't help his own cause by not getting a throw off on the Ramirez dribbler, but not helped out here by Alvarez, who commits his 25th error.
What you've done here is basically give the Brewers 5 outs this inning. You cannot win a lot of ball games when you start giving 5 outs in an inning.
Now Ray Searage going to have to come out. Second pitch of the game to Norichika Aoki was a home run. Weeks lined out to center. Braun, he retired him on the fly out to right. Then the Ramirez dribbler up the line, and the bouncer that Alvarez cannot handle. So it's Taylor Green coming to the plate against McPherson.
Taylor Green, a youngster, his second stint with the Brewers. A lot of time in AAA or Milwaukee.
Lucroy at first on the air. Ramirez at second.
Well, at least we got Green in the starting lineup. He has 2 home runs, both of them pinch hit home runs. So not coming off the bench right now.
50 games this season. 194 average for Taylor Green. And strike 1. Fastball to Green.
Greg, you talked to Kyle McPherson last night on the radio before the game, and did he seem pretty composed and ready to make his first major league start?
He did, but it was the day before.
Yeah.
And honestly, Steve, you could tell he was excited and anxious and nervous and all the feelings you must experience.
Yeah.
And I'm sure it helped to have been pitching a handful of games, even out of relief. There's a strike. 1 and 2 on the appeal.
Yeah, if he had just come up from the big leagues, okay, here's the ball. You're going to start tonight. I mean, that's a different feel. It still is. It's different. You were given the baseball at 6 o'clock, and the responsibility for this ball game is yours. Coming out of the bullpen, not necessarily your responsibility for the outcome of the game. Tonight, it's different.
And it's the strikeout.
That helps.
Gives up the home run and strikes out Green with a couple of men on base. Half inning, Milwaukee 1. Pirates coming to bat. can't get him a run or two here in the bottom of the first inning. This is the lineup brought to you by Toyota. Brock Holt in the lineup. Neil Walker sitting tonight. Starling Marte, Andrew McCutchen, and Garrett Jones. Garrett Jones a dozen hits. Last 30 ABs with runners in scoring position. Pedro Alvarez follows. Then it's Michael McHenry, Travis Snyder back in the lineup, Clint Farmas, and Kyle McPherson.
He'll be going against right-hander Marco Estrada, making his 21st start. Has pitched well against the Pirates as you take a look at his overall numbers. Little work out of the bullpen. 2-0 against the Bucks in 4 starts. Out of Sonora, Mexico, former Washington National. Originally drafted by Washington, 6th round 2005. Came over 5 years later to Milwaukee. Scouting report on Marco Estrada. He likes to go up to down to up, rather than side to side. So if he's moving the ball around, when he's most effective, it's top to bottom and bottom to top. Changes speeds well. Very good changeup, very good curveball. He's got an adequate fastball he uses to primarily keep you honest, but he gets his strikeouts. There's the high fastball right there.
Brock Holt.
He has pitched well against the Pirates. He has struggled 3 and 6. At times, work out of jams. He's been really penalized by that. You know, when he gets knocked around a little bit in an inning, according to the Milwaukee people, he'll give up 4 or 5 instead of that 1 and 2 that you're looking for. So you want to get him on the run a little bit and see if he can pile some offense up. There's the changeup.
That was a good one.
Yep.
1 and 2. Estrada claimed off waivers by Milwaukee. A good pickup before the 2010 season.
And a big help for them last year. Filled in a couple different times for Greinke and Naverson.
Broken bat pop up. Second baseman Weeks makes the catch. Rivers Casino tips to win.
Well, stop the track meet, obviously. Stop the running game. You don't want them running all over the place. It brings everybody down when it's no contest. You want to get rid of that. McPherson, yeah, they've seen him in 1 inning, but you know, he's still kind of an unknown factor. So you hope that might work in his behalf and help him out as he moves along. That strikeout was a big plus for him in the top of the first.
Starling Marte takes strike 1. Marte 0 for 4 at the top of the lineup last night and struck out 3 times. And now he's in the hole 0 and 2.
There's a good chance you will see something off speed here. He likes to use the fastball as a setup. Curve, changeup, possible. No, another fastball. There we go.
Clint Hurdle said you can't wait for the ball to be on the teacup. You have to
get after
the ball outside a pitch that's not down the middle. Here you take a look at the breakdown. Fastball, changeup, curveball.
Curve. When you've got a pitcher that's effectively using 3 pitches, it's a challenge. The fastball doesn't have to be 95, 97. You've got a curveball that gives you a difference in speed and break, and you got the regular changeup and a fastball that he throws a lot of strikes with. This guy has excellent control. He's started 20 games. He's walked 25 batters. It's outstanding control. He's given up 17 home runs.
Another broken bat. Segura guns it to first. Nice play, Segura. Very aggressive.
Yeah, that ball was losing speed as it left the bat that was shattered. So he knew that he had to charge the ball and just unload a strike. So he gets it chest high. That helps. And then he just airs it out to first base. The perfect bounce. Takes it by his throwing shoulder. Real good form by a shortstop right there.
Ball could have played tricks on him the way it came off that broken bat, but he handled it. Segura, figure he's going to be their starting shortstop for a while. They got him in the Greinke deal. And now McCutchen is down to 339 on the year. Takes ball 1. McCutchen last night 0 for 4. You see the batting average. Melky Cabrera, who was suspended for performance-enhancing drugs, Giants outfielder, is at 346. Bud Selig today, the Yes Network said they're probably not likely to change anything in terms of what do we have here? Todd Tomczyk, the trainer. Let's hope it's just an equipment issue.
Now there's being prepared. Got an extra pair in your pocket.
So he's all right. 1 ball, 1 strike. A little smile.
Always an alarm sent off when your main man walks away from the batter's box and somebody runs out from the dugout.
If we saw Bones coming out, the equipment manager would be all right. And a fly ball to left toward the pole. It's going to be foul.
He would have had just enough if it was just to the right of the foul pole. Anywhere further out than that would have been caught by Braun.
1 ball, 2 strikes. But Commissioner Bud Selig was asked about whether they might do something in terms of the rule regarding Melky Cabrera. He could still win the batting title. And Selig said, we'll see how it plays out. Generally, we don't interfere in that process. Base hit to left. What Selig and the rest of baseball, they won't say this, but they, believe me, are secretly rooting badly for Andrew McCutchen to go on a tear. It's still going to have to be addressed regardless, but we'd much rather have Cabrera finish second.
Well, yeah, you want the quote-unquote clean guy as opposed to the guy that was cheating. Andrew McCutchen beats the shift. They were shaded way over that way with a shortstop and third baseman. He just hit it too hard for anybody to get to.
Ron Renicky employs the shift from his 3 infielders. The second baseman, Weeks, goes over to the left side of the infield. And he did indeed beat that shift. McCutchen with 18 steals, caught 11 times. And the skipper, Ron Renicky. Garrett Jones faces not an overshift, but certainly Ramirez playing near the shortstop position, and the shortstop Segura behind second.
Well, Estrada's not a kid. He's 29 years old, so we'll see how he handles the running game if the Pirates decide to move in that direction. Andrew with a very modest lead currently. Not forgetting about him.
Jones, .231 career hitter against Marco Estrada, 3 out of 13.
As we said, 20 starts, 17 home runs. A little vulnerable in that area.
There goes McCutchen. Swing and a miss and a changeup. Throw into center field. McCutchen will race to third. Stolen base and an error. With 2 away.
A little payback, perhaps. We're going to run a little bit tonight.
You wonder if a team gets so fed up with seeing the opposition do that.
Not a huge lead, but Lucroy catches a flyer and easily over into third base.
Pop up, shallow left. Braun, the final out. 1 inning complete at PNC Park. Game 2 of the series with the Brew Crew. 1-0 Milwaukee.
It was a busy morning for some of the Bucks today. The front office, the coaches at Dilworth Elementary School to honor Roberto Clemente. They also showed up with $25,000 worth of school supplies. The players thought it was a pretty cool day.
I mean, it's always a blessing and an honor to come, hang out with some kids, and especially be able to give to them. I mean, there's nothing better than seeing a smiling face on a kid when they just get a Pirates hat or whatever it may be. It's a blessing.
And obviously a great day to remember the great one, Roberto Clemente, and $25,000 worth of school supplies. That will come in handy a long school year ahead. And Steve, obviously every day should be a day to honor Roberto Clemente.
Absolutely. Yesterday we had some ceremonies on the field, and a lot of good things. And when you talk to kids, they don't talk about the numbers because they've been taught in school about the humanitarian aspect. Anybody can have great stats. Not everybody can go outside themselves and realize there's a lot going on in the world beside playing a baseball game. And a lot of that was inside number 21 for sure.
Kyle McPherson faces Carlos Gomez. Gomez takes ball one.
Maybe it's a good sign. So far tonight, the Pirates running wild on the Brewers.
Two-0 count. Gomez had 3 hits last night and was hit by a pitch. 16 homers, 47 RBIs. Carlos Gomez.
Good off-speed pitch by Mr. McPherson. That's a confidence builder too. Now, okay, I can throw the fastball. But now let me see what I can take off and see how the batter reacts. That's a good feel there. Confidence builder for the off-speed pitch.
Out of play. McPherson relieved Jeff Karstens. In fact, the last time Karstens pitched was a start against the Brewers August 31st. Karstens was pulled in the first inning with the hip flexor situation, and the first batter that McPherson faced that night was Carlos Gomez. Struck him out. In fact, he struck him out both times he faced him.
Got a chance to do it here.
He walked a couple in that outing against Milwaukee. 1 2/3 innings. There is Karstens, and Clint Hurdle said, yeah, he's fine. If he doesn't get out there tonight, we might talk about a simulated game, perhaps as early as tomorrow. And that's a soft liner into center field for a base hit.
Big turn by Gomez, and good backup by McPherson. Oh, it's going to be interesting here with Carlos Gomez with his 33 steals.
Caught just 5 times, so have to figure he'll test the rookie.
Little soft serve in the left center field. Stays with a breaking ball and a good looking pitch. And that's something that Kyle McPherson is not used to. When you throw that good a curveball, AA, AAA, you're going to get a swing and a miss or call a strike or easy out.
Gene Segura, a Milwaukee shortstop, 2 hits last night, 2 RBIs plus a walk.
Okay, now there's one of many things you can do. You hold the stretch and you step off, disrupt the rhythm so they don't see you doing the same thing time after time, which helps their timing if they want to take off. Different looks. Big part of it.
Not a bad throw.
Item 2. Step off, throw to first, and also hold your set position. You go quick with that slide step. You go quick without the slide step.
Pitch out.
Wow, not that far out.
Yeah, almost over the plate. Looked like it might have been fairly close to a strike. 1-0. The Brewers stole a couple of bases off McPherson in that outing August 31st.
He'll be tested at some point tonight, maybe here.
There he goes, taken for a ball, throw it is high. It's another stolen base. Number 34 of the year for Carlos Gomez.
And that time, Kyle held the set position, held it. I thought long enough to show him a different look. But Gomez took off. And the throw. You've got to do your job as a pitcher. You also have to do your job as a catcher. It's got to be in tandem. It's a tough thing to do. That's why a success rate of 30% throwing out base runners is quite good.
Have to be careful too, because Gomez will think about third.
Well, in this case, Barmes is fairly close. He's not playing over straight away or even close to being in the hole. Allowing Segura to maybe hit the ball at the middle more, and also to keep track of Gomez.
And a roll to the shortstop.
Thank you.
Comes Gomez back. Barmes throws on to first. One out.
That's key, because now it brings up the pitcher in a non-bunt situation representing out number 2. That's step one right there. Getting that runner to stay at second base and getting the out at the same time.
PNC achievement. Look at the rankings by Baseball America. Best control in the Pirates organization, Kyle McPherson.
It helps a lot. Barmes sneaking in. The pickoff throws to second aren't necessarily designed to pick somebody off. It's just to let them know, let the runner know you're aware of him. Maybe saves you a step, could make a difference in a decision by the third base coach whether to send a guy or hold him at third base. If you can take a step away from him by throwing over there, throwing back there. Big lead. Now.
There he goes. And he's out at third base.
Huge. Turns the whole inning upside down. You had him there at second base with nobody out. Now you got nobody on with 2 outs. Changes everything.
And Cedar didn't agree, nor did Gomez. The call made by Tom Hallion.
Umpire called him out.
Let's see what the AGH camp says.
Real close. Safe. Did look like he had his hand in there before the glove got down. It's amazing what you can see with the AGH cam. That's a shot in the arm for not only Kyle McPherson but the Pirates. See the glove coming around sideways. Like the hand and back might have got there early, but again, third base umpire Tom Hallion right there.
And he didn't have the AGH cam available.
Exactly.
We do. Swing and a miss, the strikeout.
That's good.
Cleans it up, go to the bottom of the second inning. Pedro Alvarez will lead off. 1-0. After the hit by Gomez. Caught stealing certainly helped at third base. 1-0 score. Follow us on Twitter at Root Sports Pit for team news, special giveaways, and behind-the-scenes looks at your favorite teams. Join the conversation with Dan Potash, Rob King, and others on Twitter, and tell us how you root for your Buccos. Well, it's Talk Like a Pirate Day, and some bringing the stashes. Do you celebrate Talk Like a Pirate Day every year?
I've never heard of it.
Oh, well, you acted like you knew what we were doing.
Wow, a little birdie told me that it was Talk Like a Pirate Day.
Do you like Talk Like a Pirate Day?
Sure, I do. Sure, I do.
Why wouldn't you, matey?
Yeah, I'll tell you more about it below decks.
Scallywag. Below decks. Alvarez at the plate. Takes ball one. Big shift on him now. No team shifts more than Ron Roenicke's Brewers. Very, very aggressive with the shifts. Saw it last year. And it's interesting. It's a copycat league. He talked about it when he was on the coaching staff with Mike Scioscia. He and Joe Madden, who went on to, and still does, of course, manage the Rays, that if they ever had an opportunity, they would aggressively shift even against right-handed pull hitters, which, you know, is now becoming more and more in vogue, that you're not afraid to do it. And it's funny how baseball, it's been around a long time, Steve, but when you establish certain rules, it's hard to break away from them. And
well, the analysis and the research
Roenicke
based on
that.
Previous performance.
Yep.
They're going with percentages. Yep.
We've wondered this for a long, long time. Why managers, why teams wouldn't shift against right-handed pull hitters. When over the years, it's almost automatic. Dead pull hitters from the left side, you shift those infielders. But baseball people have been slow to move the other way.
Reputations. Left-handers pull more. Pull more.
Heard for the longest time, I've asked the question for years, and that people would say, well, what are you going to do about your first baseman? You know, play him well. Well, you know, Roenicke has found a way. He does. He plays Corey Hart, or in this case, we'll see it when he shifts again against McCutchen. Green in this case would be well off the line. Down on strikes goes Alvarez. First K for Estrada.
And he'll get his strikeouts. Came into the game 119 innings, 125 strikeouts. And he does it by adding and subtracting. Speed, lack of speed. Faster, slower. Faster, slower. Gets out in front. And when he gets in that rhythm and he gets it going, again, you can find yourself 5th, 6th, 7th inning still wondering what's coming next. Are we out in front, or are we a little slow to pull the trigger on the swing?
Last time out, he went 6 2/3 shutout innings against Atlanta. Gave up just 4 hits.
What adds to everything for a pitcher like that, who's not a fireballer, is the fact that his control is so good. He's got good control with 3 pitches. That's a lot to handle. You know, if he was wild all over the place, he could throw 3 pitches, but then, you know, you're going to be ahead in the count. But he can throw all 3 for strikes, and that makes him a pitcher, at least from what the Pirates have seen. And it's hard to understand why he's 3 and 6, why other people have knocked him around. But the inability to get out of jams, from what we've heard, has been a real problem for him.
To center field, Gomez back to the warning track, nearing the wall, and he can't hold on to it. McHenry into second with a double. Gomez almost pulled off a spectacular catch at the wall.
Yeah, and Michael McHenry almost got it over the wall for a game-tying home run. I thought he got enough of it, but that's a huge part of the ballpark. There goes Gomez. He had that ball in the glove, or a part of it against the glove or in the glove. You see the reaction by the bullpen. Closer look, the HH camp tells us that he had it in the glove. The impact knocked it out. Usually those hinged gloves will close over the ball, and you've got yourself a spectacular catch. And then, well, everybody deserves a second chance, but it didn't work out for him.
Now Travis Snyder. Look out, pickoff attempt. Henry back.
All kind of chances to get Michael out. Against the wall, ball coming down, pick off play.
He's checking it out.
Tighten those straps.
Sporadic starts the last few weeks for Snyder as he nurses that hamstring. It's just his second start, in fact, since September the 4th. Two and 0.
Proud Travis.
Bucks acquired Snyder in the Brad Lincoln deal from the Toronto Blue Jays.
You've got two off-speed pitches that you can throw for strikes. You can have just an average fastball, and it's plenty fast enough. You get people thinking slow, and you throw that ball 89, 90 miles an hour, you're going to get it by people. That's why a guy like this can roll up a lot of strikeouts. He gets that rhythm of fast and slow. Might have been thinking slow there. All of a sudden, that fastball is right there.
252 average with Pittsburgh. A one-out double for McHenry. Barmes on deck. And foul ball. Oh, nice try over there. Aaron Klein, Penn State.
I'm sorry, it's September. Good tries are not enough. You got to make the play.
Oh, come on, Steve.
Got to make the play.
Jeez.
The big leagues.
It's a great effort. I'm sorry, I disagree with you. 2-2. Struck him out looking. Snyder knew it. 2 outs.
There's the changeup. Off-speed pitch. Haven't seen enough of him. Perhaps a slider, cutter maybe, but certainly not the fastball. Locked him up. Now he can be real careful with Clint Barmes, with Kyle McPherson in the on-deck circle. Got an open base.
Fun to see McPherson. When he handles the bat at the major league level, he's quite a hitter at college. Barmes has been swinging a hot bat lately. 5 for his last 12, 417 average. Last 42 games, hitting .273.
Go from 79 miles an hour to 90. That's the separation.
McPherson on deck. Two and one. Well, Estrada has that unusual stretch. Little
goes down
Mike
low.
Mussina like. Remember Mike Mussina?
Absolutely. Down low. Bring it back up. There's the setup. How low can you go? That low. I don't know why that helps. Maybe it's a comfort thing. Gets a sign right there, and maybe it just stretches out his back. Maybe it's a comfort thing.
Glendale Community College, and then on to Long Beach State. And 3-2. Now this will be an interesting pitch. It's 3-2. First base open.
Yeah, he's got all kind of choices because he got the pitcher coming up next. A lot of times the batter will say, well, he's not gonna give in and throw me the fastball. He's gonna try to get me with a breaking ball, and then bang, fastball's by you, no matter how hard he throws it.
Breaking ball, still got him with it. The Pirates leave a man through 2 innings. It's 1-0 Milwaukee.
Baseball on Root Sports is brought to you by Chevrolet and their award-winning cars, trucks, and crossovers. By your Toyota dealers. Life is all about the ride. See your Western Pennsylvania Toyota dealers today for a great car with a great deal. And by Day Automotive. We're gonna make your day. Let's go Bucks.
1-0.
Well, this will be interesting. Second time through the lineup, and the first batter of the game, Aoki, staggered McPherson with a left uppercut. But he has kept his footing since then. Put up a 0 in the second. Didn't we see him earlier without that facial growth? Greg, some of the relief appearances?
Not as thick, for sure. But it's Talk Like a Pirate Day.
Yeah, well.
And Talk Like a Parrot Day.
Try to mature. Yeah.
You know, the parrot doesn't say much.
Yeah, but he's lucky. He could be up on the shoulder of Long John Silver.
Yeah. No, he's on the shoulder of this gentleman. And his lap. Yeah, there we go.
Oh, yeah. You got the earring, yeah, with Long John.
Breaking ball there. Aoki fouls that one off. What in the world is he saying? Trying to say. One and 2 on McPherson. From McPherson to Aoki. Announced this ball foul. Aoki's first career leadoff home run.
Look alive, mate. Look alive.
What's he off to? Two count. Aoki several years in Japan and signed over the winter. Contract that will carry through next year. Career .329 hitter in Japan.
Got the glove.
Souvenir.
Got the ball.
You got it all.
Yep.
Hangs in there against the curveball.
After a lot of fastballs in the first and second inning, we're starting to see some slower stuff from Kyle.
Tremendous control numbers. Showed you that graphic about the Baseball America listing him as the best control pitcher in the Pirates minor league system. Check swing. Aoki takes its 3-2.
So you better be ready from both sides, Brewers and Pirates. Both of these starters, both these right-handers with above average control. Estrada has done it in the big leagues, and Kyle McPherson hoping to do it as he gets his career underway.
Aoki lines another one to right center field. Oh, nice play by Travis Snider. Man, he got a good jump and stayed with it.
Yep. And the stride was true and it was consistent. He was very smooth going back there. He simply outran the flight of the ball. Aoki got into another one. His 3-2 pitch well hit. Thought initially like Travis thought he didn't have a chance for it, but didn't quit on it. Wasn't afraid of the wall. He's got it locked in.
Another great look from the AGH cam.
That's what you call looking the ball under your glove. Let's give that one a circle.
He lined out to center field in the first. Brewers have been on quite a roll. They have gotten hot at the right time.
Some 21 out of 27
after their victory last night. Two and one.
Certainly everybody a challenge in this lineup, but you look at the numbers 3 and 4 batters, Braun and Ramirez back to back. Challenge for any pitcher, especially a young one.
Bouncing ball just eludes Barmes's glove. Weeks aboard. He has 14 steals, 17 attempts. We'll watch him.
And now it's that challenge we're talking about, Braun and Ramirez. The ball kind of pushed to the side of Clint Barmes. Didn't have that hook spin to come back toward the shortstop. Kind of pushed it away a little, maybe a little English, more toward the second base bag.
Braun flying to right in the first.
Did not catch up with a high outside fastball that McPherson threw him. Hence the pop-up.
What an interesting year it has been for Braun, playing like a guy who is trying to once again prove his innocence, isn't he?
Well, I'll tell you one thing, if well, regardless of what happened, what you believe, what you don't believe, if it was happening and it stopped, it proves he's a pretty darn good baseball player.
And all along, no matter what you believe, he maintained his innocence. Said, you know, if I really were doing steroids or on some performance enhancing drug, the look at my Body didn't change physically. I wasn't hitting more home runs. Wasn't doing anything differently than I have been, and I've been tested all along. And who knows? And he got by on a technicality. Lines this one. Oh man, was that smoked! And a heck of a play by Barmes. Clint Barmes. Oh, ball was spanked. Wow. Turns it into a double play.
Can't hit it much harder. I think there might have been a stumble at first base. Whatever. Beautifully done.
Doubled off first base. He did not agree. Did the Pirates get a call here? Aaron Jones's foot is not on the bag. That's what Garth Iorg, the first base coach, sees.
He's right on it too. He's got the perfect look.
Pirates got the call. Ricky Weeks and Iorg argue that he says it's this far off the bag. Renicky came out. Here is Kyle McPherson. His second major league at bat.
Working hard to set up Estrada.
0-2.
Behind 0-2.
Yeah, over there. McPherson hit .302, 16 RBIs as an infielder during his junior year at the University of Mobile. Bounce to Weeks. One out. So Estrada back to the top of the order. Has allowed a couple of hits. Brock Holt popped up his first time. Neil Walker not in the lineup, not feeling 100%. Hopefully back in there tomorrow. Strike 2 and 1. 1 on Brock Holt. He and McPherson traveling similar paths this season. Both starting at Double-A Altoona, both promoted in August, both better at Triple-A than they were at Double-A, and both wind up in the big leagues. And there's a 1-out walk to Brock Holt.
Rare free pass issued by Estrada.
Jeff Locke, Triple-A this season, and then on to the big leagues. A lot of call-ups, pretty full bench.
They actually called Jeff Locks on the back of that
isn't that
hat.
the truth?
But nothing like last night.
Gallardo.
Yeah, Gallardo put him to shame. Gallardo's got a hedge back there.
Starling Marte most of this year at Triple-A.
No steals for Holt. No attempts.
He was 11 out of 22 at Double-A this season. Brock Holt. Ball 1 on Marte.
That's really not good enough.
11 steals, 11 caught.
Another trip by Lucroy out to talk to Estrada.
Holt really not much of a base stealer in a little bit of professional time. It's his 4th year in pro ball. There he goes. Line foul. Got a pretty good jump there too.
McCutchen got one. It's contagious, as they say. One succeeds, you keep running.
'23-year-old Starling Marte.
Fairly quick over to first base, Mr. Estrada.
Another throw over. From Sonora, Mexico. Grew up in California.
Interesting numbers. Much higher batting average with runners on base. Sometimes that's you, sometimes that's the pitcher.
And bounce to third. And they turn the double play. Still a 1-0 game through 3. Talk Like a Pirate Day.
Yins better be talking.
That's good. That is good.
Perfect. Look at Johnny Depp up there.
Yeah, how about that? And our trivia question from AT&T: since 2000, who holds the Pirates record for most strikeouts in his first major league start?
Johnny Depp. Gave it away. Since 2000?
His first major league start.
That'd be Oliver Perez.
Did he not start before he came to Pittsburgh?
Doesn't matter.
All right. I'm thinking someone like Zach Duke. You don't like that one?
No. Is it multiple choice?
What do you want it to be?
Yes.
All right.
A lot of multiple choices. I mean, 247 choices.
Off of Ramirez. I'm going to say that it's not Perez. I think Perez started for the Padres before he arrived. I'm guessing that didn't make his first major league start with Pittsburgh. So I'm going to say it's Mahalam or Duke.
Or somebody else.
No, since 2000. Rookie pitchers for the Pirates.
Okay.
I don't think we're getting much of a hint there. 3-1.
Matt Karstens. He made starts before he got here.
Don't know. That's a good one. Could be. Was Karstens there on camera? Was
sure.
All right.
Yeah, I'll pick Karstens.
But we won't like Presley
show him
and Jeff
because
Locke.
You don't want to see him.
Nice hint. Presley and Locke. 3-2. In the question: since 2000, who holds the Pirates record for the most strikeouts in his first major league start? Our director showed us A.J. Burnett and Kevin Correa. Do you care to choose one of those two there?
Yeah, I choose not to.
Right on top of things on Talk Like a Pirate Day. Yes, sir.
See you below decks, lad. The plank's ready for people in the truck.
Don't hang the jib, man. Here's Johnny Depp. That's a lot of preparation before you go to the Bucko game, isn't it?
Yeah.
And a walk to start the fourth. First free pass for McPherson. And now Jonathan Lucroy, who reached on a Pedro Alvarez error in the first. I wonder where the Brewers would be had Lucroy stayed healthy all year. Didn't have that suitcase fall in his hand.
Probably better off. I have more wins.
Getting better, Jonathan Lucroy. 26 years old. And Corey Hart still unable to go. And doubtful he'll start even tomorrow. Plantar fasciitis.
Is that what he has on his hand there?
I'm not sure.
Like a plantar's wart kind of thing?
I don't think so. Just know it's painful. Left foot. What do you think?
I'm looking at the tattoo.
Uh-huh. You hate when I say he wears his sunglasses at night, don't you?
Yeah, I do. Well, I mean, I don't hate it.
Do you know why I say it?
No.
You don't remember the song about 20 years ago? I wear my sunglasses at night.
Never
heard that song.
Never heard of it.
Right.
Who did it?
Corey Hart.
Corey Hart. It's a song. A little feisty now that you've got some rest.
Yeah. 1 ball, 1 strike.
You know what I mean there, Maynard.
Just now getting me sea legs under me. One ball, 1 strike. And 2-1 on Lucroy. McPherson usually around the plate. See what Ron Renicky decides to do here. Will he put Ramirez in motion? A 1-0 Brewers lead. Bouncing ball and into left field. That's at, of course, Barmes. That's a double play, but instead a ground single to left for Lucroy. 2 on, nobody out.
Routine ground ball. Just happens to be in between third and short. Not particularly well hit, but well placed.
5 hits for the Brewers.
A youngster against a relative youngster, Taylor Green, and Hurdle out to the bullpen. They'll start getting busy.
There's absolutely no question. You can understand it that Clint Hurdle is managing like every game is close to do or die. Is so important now as the season, the regular season, ends 2 weeks from today.
And he hasn't been extended. Talking about McPherson, he's been out of the bullpen for an inning, 2 innings, 1 inning, that kind of thing.
That, and of course, you talk about last night when in the 2nd inning, A.J. Burnett on the hill, he had the bullpen going.
Yep.
And it's just obvious the past few games that
you don't have the wiggle room you had earlier in the year. That's the truth.
Steve, good buddy of yours. I know you and Dave Justy often would make appearances to a barber many years ago.
Yep, down in the Steel Building. Eddie Vavro, brother of a close friend of ours, a neighbor, the McKenzie family. Eddie passed away at 71. And there to see friends today and send along our condolences and sincere thoughts. Good man. We had much fun with Eddie in our annual Christmas luncheon trip.
Mr. Vavro, a proud parent, certainly. He's got a great family, and his son Eddie works
with your brother Charlie.
Dickie McCain in Chilcote. Thinking about you.
There are connections, yes. Just a great host. Great times we had with Eddie.
2-0 on Taylor Green. Runners at first and second, and no one out. And the way the Pirates offense has been going or not going, it has reached a critical point in this ball game for McPherson and the Bucks needing an out. And in the air to left, Marte nearing the seats, makes the catch in fair territory.
Big out for Kyle.
Now McPherson will face Carlos Gomez, who stole a base in the second, and then was caught stealing, attempting to swipe third. Gomez with 3 hits last night. Ramirez and Lucroy the runners. Grounded. Oh, what a great stop. There's one and a high throw, but there's two.
How about that? 2 innings, last 2 innings, double plays, a caught stealing. Kyle McPherson is getting some help.
For Day Automotive, this day in Pirates history is on this day in 1990. Wrigley Field, Chicago. Barry Bonds hit homers 30 and 31 of the season, becoming part of the first father-son combo to go 30-30. Of course, his dad, Bobby Bonds. Doug Drabick also won his 20th game of the season. Very important day, a big day in Pittsburgh Pirates history back in 1990.
Doug went on to finish 22-6 and win the Cy Young Award.
Bucks won that game 8-7.
Typical Wrigley Field thriller.
Yeah. McCutchen batting .340, singled, stole a base in the first. And that shift on that we talked about earlier, where the first baseman Green, the Lone Ranger, on the right side of the infield. And McCutchen beat that shift. A hard single through the left side. And pops this ball up. Right center field. Gomez makes the catch.
Is this Estrada or Gallardo out there? Looks like an early repeat.
Though Estrada is just 3-6, the Brewers are 5-1 over his last 6 starts. He finished August with a .312 ERA. This is one of the big reasons they've made this push since Zach Greinke was dealt. And as Steve said, the Brewers have won 21 of the last 27 games. There's a fly ball deep to center field. Gomez back at the wall. He makes the catch. Garrett Jones sends Gomez back to the wall.
Keep hitting it in the wrong direction. Straight ahead is a long, long way. Michael McHenry victimized. There are nights when that ball has a chance to get way over the fence. It's just not that kind of night.
Just look at the swing, the way the ball came off the bat, sounded good.
And you just, well, obviously just a tad under it.
Yeah.
I'll tell you one thing. Mr. Estrada thought it was gone.
Yeah, so did Garrett Jones. And this is one of the amazing things about, so many amazing things about this ballpark. It plays differently depending on the time of year.
Yep. Carry, no carry.
Yep. And Alvarez will beat that shift. A little squibber.
A little cue shot.
And here's McHenry.
And Michael pull the ball this time. Get us on the board and get us the lead. A lot of English on that, but cue shot. See, they make that shift and it kills them.
But it had everybody stationed where they normally are. It's an easy out.
Yep. Ron Roenicke said, "Yeah, we're still going to play the percentages."
Picked up the double to the wall in center field his first time up. Just his 4th hit in his last 24 at bats. It's his 12th home run in Milwaukee, the 2nd of this month. 1-1. Bucks got another break. Doubleheader in D.C. The Washington Nationals beat the Dodgers 3-1. The Dodgers started the day a game and a half back of the Cardinals. Milwaukee 2.5. Pittsburgh 3.5 behind. Philadelphia tied with the Mets currently. Phillies are a half game back of Pittsburgh. Cardinals Astros scoreless. Wild card year it's going to be. 2 weeks left in the regular season. Don't forget the Pirates play tomorrow afternoon 4:05 and then hit the road for a week.
Well, you're talking about the recent work of Estrada. Just take an overview of the last 5 starts. He's given up a total of 5 runs. Pretty impressive. And you say all that good stuff, all the strikeouts, he's won 3 games. 20 starts, 11 no decisions.
Pop up foul territory. The catcher Lucroy runs out of room.
You know, every once in a while you see a player say, I'm going to keep an eye on that player. He looks like he's a ball player. He looks like he's kind of in charge of what he's trying to do at the major league level. I look at Lucroy. I think of that. Put him in that category.
One and two. Still 1-2. Karstens will start to loosen up. He was up last night. Warmed up for the first time since going to the bullpen. Clint Hurdle said that, yeah, I'd like to get him a start. We asked him if Karstens was okay because he did start to loosen up last night. And ball hit in the air to second baseman Ricky Weeks to make the easy put out. So Estrada has put up 4 zeros, and that's combined with last night's game. The Pirates were shut out. The offense struggling. 1-0 Milwaukee.
on Root Sports is brought to you by Barrel Automotive. We're driven to be better. By PNC Bank for the achiever in you. And by Chevy Cruze, which offers EPA estimated 42 mpg highway. Let's go Bucks!
1-0. Cal McPherson keep it close until that Pirate offense can figure something out.
Better get going. It's been 2 nights now.
Well, actually, you go back, Steve, to the Pirates scoring 3 runs in the 3rd inning Monday at Wrigley. A shutout string going. Zeros, right?
Yeah. So far, so good. Surviving that home run. And, knees buckled a little bit. The first batter he faced in the first major league start. He's done okay with the help of a couple double plays and a caught stealing. 1 error committed. That was by Pedro. But other than that, the Pirate defense has been quite good.
And right away, McCutchen racing back. Ball hit by Segura off the wall. Gene Segura won't hit a ball any farther than that.
Now that ball I didn't think was going to carry that much when it left the bat. So Garrett must have got just the bottom half of the ball a little bit and just got under a little more than we originally thought. Ball squared up and driven with a lot of carry. Until when Andrew just turns his back and realizes he doesn't have a play on the ball, he's just going to wait for a bounce. You know it's going to carry all the way. Well, now the Pirates are set up for the bunt defense. That's a ball. Stumbled.
Pearson could not.
Maybe caught a cleat.
Yeah.
Maybe. I think that front foot maybe hit kind of, I don't know what it was, but he just stumbled, lost his movement toward home plate. It's kind of interesting. He has stopped a play a couple of times now, that pitch, and then the play at first base with the little chopper down there. It's just an awkward step, I think.
Now
everybody's in.
Field in with the runner at third and no one out.
I think this kind of helps the batter a little bit with a chopper that he could get through, but you don't want to give up too many runs. All I'm saying here is when an infielder is in, it usually increases batting averages.
130 career average for Marco Estrada.
But then again, you know, he's got to put the ball in play. So Kyle's looking to do what he did to him first at bat, strike him out. And it was a pretty comfortable strikeout that Kyle applied there. His second strikeout.
That is a fair ball.
Hey, take it easy. Take it easy.
Base hit for Estrada. Might have even clipped the first base umpire Chad Fairchild, and it's 2-0.
And that's a red flag. If Clint Hurdle was concerned about Kyle McPherson last inning, then they're going to be more concerned now that takes them back up to the top of the batting order, and they have been able to score another run without giving up an out.
McPherson has thrown 69 pitches.
I think on that particular play, it didn't matter whether you were playing back or playing in. That ball was just going to be down the right field line.
Pitch count certainly becomes an issue because this is his first start since August the 25th. Through 92 pitches for AAA Indianapolis. 0-1 on Aoki.
And if he keeps it where it is, it's going to be his last inning anyway, because he's scheduled to bat when the Pirates come up to the plate.
Marte over with just enough room. Yes. Aoki, who homered in the first and lined out his last time, fouls out to Marte.
Kind of feeling his way along. Where's that wall? Where's the wall? There's the wall, but I got the ball first, so it's all right. Here comes Clint.
Chris Riesoff up in the Pirates bullpen, and he's going to be summoned. McPherson will go 4 1/3. 7 hits given up.
Walked 1 batter and struck out 2.
And gave up the home run. The second pitch he threw to Aoki. So McPherson will give way to the Pirates bullpen. Trailing 2-0. Chris Riesoff will try to keep it at a 2-run deficit.
Side of his first major league start. Clint probably tell him, yeah, you weren't at your best, but you didn't let the ball game get away. You're on the other side of it now. Now you can move on. Good to see that the manager sits down and has a little moment with you.
AT&T trivia question: since 2000, who holds the Pirates record for the most strikeouts in his first major league start? I don't think we had. We did have it.
Of course you did.
Exactly.
Yeah, you knew the answer for it.
I had no idea what it was, Steve, but thanks. 9 strikeouts.
Congratulations, Greg.
Yep. Just trying to help out. Riesoff going to try and help out.
Been pitching extremely well lately. Has put together a string of good outings. His top number of innings, he came out of the bullpen and worked 3 innings. I think back in August in the ball game against the Cardinals, and Clint Hurdle could use maybe 2, maybe 3 here. Also the possibility that he would be pinch hit for next inning or next half inning. This spot comes up 3rd, bottom of the 5th.
One ball, no strikes on Ricky Weeks. Runner at first is the pitcher Estrada. And the Brewers leading 2-0. Weeks has lined to center, singled to center field. 2 runs, 7 hits for the Brew Crew. No runs, 3 hits for Pittsburgh. And Weeks takes the ball just off the plate, 2-0.
Again, you're looking right down the barrel at the middle of the Brewers batting order after Weeks. Ron Ramirez, McCroy.
McPherson there on the bench looked like A.J. Burnett over to talk with him. Grabbing a cup of coffee. That is ripped in the left. Ricky Weeks collects his second hit.
Well, it's good to get a pat on the back from major leaguers, your manager. That means a lot for Hurdle to come over. A guy like A.J. Burnett. Probably trying to filter out how was it? Did it do all right? And that'll settle in for him.
Ryan Braun against Chris Rhysop.
Better try something else other than what McPherson threw him last time. Hit into a double play. That's the good news. The bad news, he almost knocked Clint Barnes over. He gets his money's worth. McPherson got a taste of that.
Another critical juncture with the Pirates offense sputtering. Down 2. And a liner to right field. Pitcher is going to be held at third.
And
bases are loaded.
Ryan Braun at his best. Takes a good looking slider. Looked to be outside part of the plate. Waited, just served it into right field. That's a good pitch. And that's a good hitter.
Braun's base hit. Travis Snider gets it in quickly, and of course the pitcher running, so Ed Cedar holding him there. And now Ray Searage out to the mound. You've got Aramis Ramirez coming to the plate with the bases loaded and 1 out. Ramirez has driven in 92 runs this season. Tonight he's reached on an infield single, just a dribbler up the first base line, and walked. He's hit into 13 double plays.
And just looking at that.
That leads his team. Aramis Ramirez work against Rhysop. Ramirez is 1 for 6 lifetime.
Last night, Chris Rhysop recognized as the Roberto Clemente representative from the Pittsburgh Pirates. 1 from each team. That'll all be determined the overall winner in the World Series. But right now, he's got a tough assignment.
National League leader in doubles at the plate, Aramis Ramirez. Ninth career 90 RBI season. Pitcher Estrada singled in a run. Weeks a base hit to left. Braun a base hit to right.
Where's the ground ball? Find the ground ball.
Slow, 1 ball, 1 strike. Checking on Chris LaRue. You saw him loosening in the bullpen. Infield looking for that ground ball. 1-1 pitch, and it's 1-2. Ramirez now with 336 home runs as a third baseman. That ranks 7th on the all-time Major League home run list at that position. Ron Santo is next. The late Ron Santo, 337 home runs. Mike Schmidt leads them all with 509. Eddie Matthews, Chipper Jones, Greg Nettles, Matt Williams, Ron Santo, and Aramis Ramirez. That is really good company.
That is. Rhysop's got him 1 and 2. He strikes out, well, not a lot, but 79 times. So he's a candidate for sure. Boy, that good-looking pitch by Rhysop, and he just stays alive. 93 miles an hour right on the outside corner. There's the confirmation. Boy, that's a good pitch. You will get some outs against Major League hitters for that delivery.
Not able to come to terms here. Rhysop and McHenry, they're going to have to talk.
But you want to make sure. Big item right here with the bases loaded. Big bat up.
McHenry suggesting one thing. Rysop didn't want to do that. Tried something else, so they have to.
How can they hear each other through the gloves
really.
and the mask?
One ball, 2 strikes on Ramirez.
Ray agreed with that conference just to make sure they both agreed. Thinking along the same lines. Strikeout would be huge here.
Stays alive.
Chris throwing him some good pitches.
Still 1-2. Needing it out. Ground ball would be great. Strikeout they'd take. Ground ball. Oh, a stumble by Rysop. He had an easy double play, and they still get it.
Wow.
Bit of a stumble. He recovered and still in time to get a gigantic inning-ending double play. He lets it go. It's right to second. Instead, he kept it. Kept his composure. Michael McHenry to Jones for the DP.
Oh, it's everybody's best friend. 6-3, Barmes. Good reaction play back to first. Pedro Alvarez on the base. Usual strong arm. And this one just easy as 1-2-3. Pitcher, catcher, first baseman.
Wow. Would have been a lot easier. Yeah. And of course, Rysop's not thinking this way, but if it goes, it's right to second. Brock Holt can step on the bag. It was a lot dicier than maybe Rysop and the Bucks would have wanted, but they got the job done.
Wow. Double play, 3 double plays in the last 3 innings to clean things up. Still 2-0. Still not out of hand, and it could have gotten out of hand with Braun and Ramirez. That whole scenario. Boy, Chris Rysop really worked hard, and Ramirez stayed alive. He fouled off some really put-you-away pitches, but it all worked out. Terrific job. Now let's go to work with the bats.
Snyder, Barmes, and the pitcher spot. Neil Walker looks like he might pinch hit here. Snyder struck out looking in the second. Steve, are you a believer that a pitcher who rarely is on the bases, like Estrada, that if he spends a long time on the bases, it could impact him at all when he's on the mound?
Very rarely, especially on a cool night. I don't believe in that theory. You know, if you're sitting on the bench, you're killing time. You're sitting there, you know, you're basically waiting to go back out there. Keeps your mind involved. And I don't know. I don't. That gets in that excuse category for me.
2-2. Still 2-2 on Snyder. And Presley with a bat. So he would be the first choice. It all depends on how this inning starts. And it begins with a bouncer to Weeks to retire Snyder. Not too late to bring your group to catch a game at PNC Park. Ask about how every member of your group could take home a Pirates cap or a Roberto Clemente replica jersey. Plus, you get a great discount when you bring a group out. Call 1-800-BUY-BUCKS or visit pirates.com/groups. Tomorrow afternoon, final game of the brief homestand, and then 6 regular season games remain. 3 with the Reds, 3 with the Braves. After the Pirates hit the road for a week to Houston and New York.
Fouled away. Final line for Kyle McPherson. 4 1/3, 2 runs. They were earned on 7 hits, a walk, 2 strikeouts. All told, I give him good marks because he didn't let the ball game get out of hand. Thanks to the Pirate defense.
Oh, 1-2. Pirates haven't scored in 19 straight innings. 0-2 on Barmes, who struck out in the second. Shortstop Segura over. He throws out Barmes. 2 outs. Pirates with 3 hits so far. A McCutchen 2-out first inning single, a McHenry 1-out second inning double, and a 2-out Alvarez single in the 4th. Here comes Rick Kranitz, pitching coach. Quick scouting report on Presley. Marco Estrada in line to win his 4th. He has done good work against the Pirates in his career. Of course, the Brewers have done good work against the Pirates in general. They've won 9 of 13 played this season, and they have gone 67-24 against the Bucks since 2007.
I know his time wasting for a season, but tonight with the Pirates trailing, the Dodgers are well out in front of Washington in the second game of their doubleheader, and the Cardinals jump out in front of Houston early. Time's a wasting.
Bucks got the early break with the Dodgers falling to the Nationals in game 1 of their doubleheader. The Phillies are in front of the Mets are in front of the Phillies. One ball, 2 strikes on Presley. Two for 12 off the bench. And a 1-2-3 inning for Estrada. First time he set down the Bucks in order. On to the 6th. Root for a comeback there for the Astros. As you see, the Pirates trail 2-0, and we also see Judge Jack McVeigh, longtime Pirate season ticket holder. He every year treats kids. The Allegheny County Department of Human Services, Office of Children, Youth, and Families, helping youngsters throughout the county, and the Pirates charity is also getting involved in that. We got a chance to see Action Jackson earlier today as he hosted some of the other judges in the state. Good man.
He is. He's a good man, and he's a great baseball fan.
Tremendous Pirate fan.
Yep.
Well, he never gives up. Jeff Karstens makes a relief appearance. And the first pitch, Jonathan Lucroy flies out to center.
.5-4 record. ERA still under 4.
This
is
is
good control.
His first outing since August the 31st, when he started that game in Milwaukee and lasted just 6 batters. Gave up 4 runs. The Pirates lost that game 9-3.
Good to see number 27 back out there.
He made 4 relief appearances last season. Began the year in the bullpen, and then early on in 2011 was full-time starter. And if he comes out of this healthy, you get the idea that the Pirates would like to get him back in the rotation. So an important outing for him. And a drive to right. Nearing the wall, Snyder. Taylor Green flies out. 2 down. When Karstens is on his game, there's a whole different pace.
He picks up the pace, throws a lot of strikes out in front, presses the issue. Doesn't waste much time doing it. Give me the ball, give me the sign, and you get the out.
Frustrating year for him. Health has been an issue for Karstens. Strike on Gomez, 1 for 2 tonight. Two and 1. And a fly ball to left. And there you have the quickest half inning of the night.
Yep. Vintage Karstens.
Yep. Top of the order due up in the bottom of the 6th. Coors Light Freeze Cam. Take a look at the Michael McHenry drive to center in the second, and Carlos Gomez's effort. Almost. That close. Coors Light Freeze Cam. Second freeze. Brought to you by Frost Brewed Coors Light. Gomez flies out to left field to end the top of the 6th inning, and Ray Searage talking with Michael McHenry.
Maybe getting a reading on what he thought of Kyle McPherson.
Brock Holt, one of just 4 base runners against Marco Estrada tonight.
One of them erased by a double play. 3 well-spaced hits given up.
Bucks looking to score their first run in 20 innings. Holt, Marte, McCutchen.
After a while, it really doesn't tell you too much about the opposing pitchers. It's just a matter of cold bats. In those kind of situations, it doesn't.
That's what we need.
Put a couple bats in there just before they start to burst into flame. Get them out.
Budweiser bow tie bar. Bouncing ball to Ricky Weeks.
He's got that slow and fast program going as Mr. Estrada. It's a little bit late, a little bit out in front. A lot of routine outs.
Marte has bounced to short, hit into a 5-4-3 double play. Estrada has been in total control.
80 pitches thrown as he works here in the 6th. Awkward swings when you get into that rhythm of the pitcher.
Keep in mind, he's coming off a performance where he went 6 2/3 shutout innings against Atlanta. Bounce to third. 2 outs.
Routine out.
.2-0, 176 career ERA in 7 outings against Pittsburgh coming into this one, including 4 starts. His 3rd start this season against the Bucks, July 14th, 5 2/3 innings, 3 runs, struck out 11. And the Pirates ended up winning that ball game. He had a no decision against the Pirates September the 1st. And a 3-2 Brewers win when he went 7 innings, gave up 1 run on 4 hits.
And again, this guy looks like a world beater against the Pirates. He's won 3 games. Take a look at the teams that have done some damage. 2 starts ago against Miami, 5 innings, 4 runs given up. Against Philadelphia, several starts back, 5 innings, 4 runs. Start before that, Houston, 4 innings, 4 runs. Somebody's got to figure it out to some degree.
Fly ball, center field. McCutchen is 1 for 3. Just 3 hits allowed. Marco Estrada, 2-0 Brewers. It's Gene Segura to lead things off for Milwaukee against Jeff Karstens. A quick 1-2-3 top of the 6th for Karstens. And a liner toward McCutchen in right center field. And he cannot make the play, and the ball skips past him. And Segura thinking 3. And a quick throw to, boy, he's flying. A triple for Segura.
Once that ball got under the glove of Andrew McCutchen, it was speed racer. Of course, he's got everything out in front of him. As he makes the turn at first base, he's got a full shot. That ball slicing away from Andrew and then under the glove, and the race is on. Flying.
So Segura at third with nobody out. Same situation we had in the 5th inning. And Estrada with the infield in, singled past first baseman Garrett Jones.
Any ball hit on the ground here, there's just not much room for a quick reaction. And that's why averages go up when you got the infield in like this, but you got to do it here. You've got to do whatever you can to try to protect this run, keep it from coming in. And one of the issues here is that Jeff is not a real strikeout kind of a pitcher, so the chances of the ball being put into play are pretty decent. But we have seen Jeff Karstens get strikeouts in these kind of situations because he knows what it's all about.
Bounce to set. Oh, under the glove of Brock Holt. The Pirates had a shot. In fact, the runner would not have scored. Holt not able to track it down. They will charge him with an error.
Yep, right at him.
3-0.
Takes it off to the side there, and that's well, you have the risk if that ball gets under the glove from the side, it's into right field. If you're in front of the ball, it gets away from the glove, you still might have it in front of you if you've got time to position yourself and get yourself lined up. Now that case, I didn't see enough of it. He might have been forced to take it on the side because it was hit that sharply and he's in that close.
Aoki homered in the 1st, lined to right field in the 3rd, and fouled out the other way last time. There's the 4th error for Brock Holt since coming up to the big leagues.
And the way Estrada's pitching and the way the Pirates are not hitting, that 3 feels a lot bigger. And Aoki pretty much wound up looking back at the limestone bricks after that swing. It seems like a lot of the guys from Japan and Korea, they have the big arm swings, and when they run into it, as he did in the 1st inning, go a long way. Isho even looks like that a little bit, but he's been a pretty good hitter. I think everybody would agree. Looks like a sweep swing.
Yeah, I'd say most people would agree Ichiro's a pretty good hitter. The all-time best in baseball history. And a little softer into center field, and a base hit. Almost a half swing there, Steve.
Yep.
Drops it into center.
Now another challenge to keep the ball game within reach. Leg lift, and just a little slap at the last moment, staying back as long as he could. Just drops it into left center field. A little, almost kind of one-handed at the end. This is what you call waiting till the last half second.
11 hits now for Milwaukee. 13 hits last night.
You got to be careful now. You just don't want to let this ball game get away right in this half inning.
Weeks a couple of hits tonight, plus a line out to center. Grounded to short. There's one and two.
Another double play. Boy, they have been saving graces for this ball game getting out of hand.
And now Karstens will face Ryan Braun.
Taylor made 6-4-3. 1, 2, 3, 4 double plays and a caught stealing. Still 3-0, but it could be a lot different.
Braun tonight 1 for 3. Career against Karstens. He's a .231 hitter. We've had issues in the past. A couple years ago, Karstens hit Braun. Braun was upset that there was no retaliation that night, and several weeks later, when the Brewers came to town and Karstens was at the plate, Karstens was hit by a pitch.
That was a very Braun-like swing right there, like he might have been expecting something.
And 0-2. So we take you back. 2009, homer off Jeff Karstens. Next at bat, this is April 27th. The next at bat, he's hit by the pitch. He and the Brewers took issue with it. Braun was really unhappy, showed his displeasure there, and then was showing his displeasure out in left field. And later, Karstens was hit by a pitch, and this time Karstens strikes him out. 7th inning stretch is brought to you by the new face of Northwood Realty Services. Still within reach on Talk Like a Pirate Day.
Root Sports, as we sing, "Take Me Out to the Ball Game."
AGH Cam, the Pirates trailing 3-0. Head to the bottom of the 7th inning. Steve, it's time that we get our Pirate names out. I think
that'll break the ice.
Don't you think? It's Talk Like a Pirate Day.
It's got to change. Maybe just tell them who we really are.
You can actually go, there's a website you can go to, piratequiz.com, and answer a few questions. And for example, Paul Alexander, Steve and I did this, what our Pirate names would be. And I am Dirty Tom Rackham.
Yes, you are.
Steve is Mad Morty Reed. And Paul is Jolly Roger Alexander. So go to piratequiz.com. Some of the folks in our truck, also we found out their names. Pete Toma is Bloody Tom Rackham. Lisa Johnson running our scorebug is Dirty Best Cash. And Jason Steele is Dirty Jack Kidd. So go to PirateQuiz.com.
Mad Morty doesn't sound so bad.
Mad Morty.
Compared to all that dirt.
Mad Morty. Do you feel like you're Mad Morty Reed, Steve?
I do, watching the Pirate offense right now.
Mad Morty Reed. How'd they come up with Mad Morty for you?
I don't know, Dirty Tom. Not sure.
Popped up. How did, Paul got a really good, Paul Alexander, you're Jolly Roger Alexander. How'd you do that, Paul?
That's the best.
I just got a little creative with the computer. That's all.
All right. So,
well, you got to dig deep, to find out the right one that applies just right.
We could do. Got some time. Go to Game Connect on RootSports.com. Taking for a ball 1 and 2 and pass along what your pirate name would be. First, you got to go to PirateQuiz.com and you can quickly answer a few questions and then go to RootSports.com, Game Connect, and pass along your pirate names. We'll see if we can pass them along on the air. I think that'll do the trick for us. We got to get back to our roots, Steve. We're pirates.
Yeah, we are pirates.
Let's go.
We are pirates. Like that guy.
Yes, that's right.
The video that they have on some of the pregame stuff.
Chopper, right side, little dribbler. Oh, what a nice play that was by Estrada. Before it went foul.
And that's the play that was in front of Kyle McPherson that, maybe doesn't been around long enough, but very athletic move by Estrada to get out there and bounce off the mound. Get the chop and kind of just toss it over top.
Well, I think, Garrett Jones, I know he can't interfere, but he could stay in that lane.
You try to run, you try to calculate.
Yep.
Even when we used to bunt, you try to run in a lane and try to force him to make an awkward throw.
So 1 down. Here's Alvarez. He has struck out in single. This Pirate offense.
Well, they've got action in the Milwaukee bullpen. It'd be good to get somebody else in there. Maybe this guy's been dominating, as was Gallardo last night.
Bouncing ball to first.
It's incredible.
2 outs. This Pirate offense is doing nothing.
The worst possible time to come up cold with the bats.
Yep. Bucks with just 3 hits tonight, 3 hits last night.
And none since the 4th inning.
They had 5 hits against the Cubs on Monday in that 3-0 win. This after collecting 14 hits on Sunday in that 13-9 loss at Wrigley.
Almost 9 in a row, retired by Estrada. He's throwing like Chuck Estrada did for the Baltimore Orioles back in the early 60s. They had a fine pitcher. He's making it look pretty easy.
Sure is. A lot of soft contact there. Kenry and Garrett Jones, probably the hardest hits tonight. Jones was a fly ball to deep center. Well, this is a weak pop-up. Wow, 10-pitch inning. Pirates go quickly and quietly.
Baseball on Root Sports is brought to you by Jeep. Now get a great deal on a legendary Jeep vehicle at the Jeep Summer Clearance Event. By AT&T, the nation's largest 4G network. AT&T, rethink possible. And by Levin Furniture and the all-new Levin Mattress Stores. For a great deal on a new bed, shop Levin's. Let's go Bucks!
3-0 in favor of the Milwaukee Brewers. On to the 8th inning. And here is Aramis Ramirez against Jeff Karstens. Ground ball to short. Aramis backs up on it, throws out Ramirez. McDonald's High School football returns tomorrow when back-to-back state champs, the Clairton Bears, take on the Monessen Greyhounds. Be here for kickoff after Pirates postgame, and tune in Thursday nights this fall for another season of McDonald's High School football on Root Sports. Cool night here in Pittsburgh, and the bats just as cold. 15,337 the announced paid attendance. And right now Jeff Karstens is becoming the lone bright spot of this ball game. McPherson made his first big league start, 4 1/3, 2 runs, 7 hits. But Karstens, this is a third inning of work. Did give up the triple. It's a bit tainted. McCutcheon will tell you, should have cut that ball off before it went to the wall. Segura ended up with the triple, and then the error and the base hit. But other than that, Karstens appears to be healthy. Jonathan Lucroy 1 for 3. Jim Henderson.
I think we saw him last night, didn't we, briefly?
Yep. One and 2 on Lucroy.
Wandy Rodriguez tomorrow afternoon. He's been pitching very well for the Pirates, and talking about having to pitch very well for the Pirates without them scoring much. Going to give the ball to Wandy against Mike Fears. He's 9-7 with a good ERA, 3.23.
Wow, Karstens really making this look easy.
2 quick outs here in the 8th inning.
AGH Sports Medicine injury update. Josh Bell has been out since April 24th, had knee surgery. He's not going to take part in the instructional league so that he can continue his recovery. Started this season in A-ball, West Virginia Power. And a bouncing ball to second.
Good, Jeff.
Boy, Karstens. 3 impressive innings, his first outing since August 31st. But the Bucks down 3-0. He's done after pitching 7 innings of 3-hit shutout ball.
Very impressive. Very impressive. Great starts. First 2 games by a couple of right-handers, Gallardo and Estrada. Nishikawa takes over at first base. Henderson comes on. We saw him get out of a jam. Bases loaded. Got to pop out to second base to preserve the shutout for the Brewers. Came up late July.
He faced Michael McHenry with 2 outs in the 7th inning last night. McHenry announced as the pinch hitter and got him to pop to shallow right field. Travis Snyder will lead things off. Let's hope that a different look will help this Pirates offense.
Yeah, because you take a look at the situation. You mentioned it last night over on the radio side. If you get it in the 9th inning, John Axford has gotten it back together. So you might want to try to do your damage right here in the 8th inning. And again, you don't have to knock the cover off the ball for an hour and 20 minutes. It's a 3-0 ball game.
Ball 1. Jose Tabata on deck to bat for Barmes.
It's rookie Jim Henderson.
Fighting this off into center field. Right away it looks better.
Well, it's been a while since you've had a base runner because Estrada retired the last 10 batters he faced. The last Pirate batter before this single was with 2 outs in the 4th inning. Inside, gets it through the middle. Puts the Pirates in business.
Tabata now bats for Barmes. Josh Harrison has a bat in hand. On deck is Jeff Clement. Ball 1.
More speed for the Pirate batters to deal with. Henderson gets it there, 92, 93 miles an hour. Estrada, 89, 90. Plenty good enough for the other stuff. Continues his great work against the Pirates.
1 ball, 1 strike on Tabata, who started last night in right field, was 0 for 3 with a walk.
So you can't say it's just the Pirates for Estrada recently. Last 6 starts now, a total of 5 runs given up. So he's gotten it together against everybody.
.96 pitches thrown tonight for Estrada.
68 strikes. That's a pretty good ratio right there. Came into the game with great control numbers. 20 starts, 25 walks. I mean, it's very, very good.
Two and 1. 3 and 1. Jim Henderson, the Canadian native. Out of Calgary, Alberta. It's a full count.
They call it perfecto, pitcher's pitch. You want to keep the ball going right here. You want to keep the ball going. The buck stops there. Fastball right in the middle of the plate. Kind of a telling statement about the Pirates at bats tonight. Right there, fastball.
So Jeff Clement, who Clint Hurdle has called upon for a big hit, not just a hit, but a long ball. Clement flied out as a pinch hitter last night. Hit 16 homers at Indianapolis this season. Strike. To the count. So Walker on deck. Brock Holt. Due up. Clement down on strikes. Just has not gone where Clement had hoped. 2 for 16 as a pinch hitter, and now Neil Walker to bat for Brock Holt.
This series not going the way the Pirates would like. And Jim Henderson coming in with that 94-mile-an-hour fastball. That's a tough program when you've been seeing 90 all night. It makes a difference. Those extra 3 or 4 miles an hour in the fastball. Power pitcher Henderson giving up the base hit, but then 2 quick strikeouts.
Walker, who was back in the starting lineup yesterday, missed Monday after back-to-back starts at Wrigley Field. Brock Holt, who started at second, now lifted in favor of Walker. Count on Walker. Switch hitter batting from the left side against Jim Henderson.
I wish we had some more Pirate names because there's not much else to work with. It's just been one of those nights where it's just not happening for the Pirates.
And we're going to check out Game Connect, see if we got some folks chiming in. Three and 0.
Never too late to get some base runners. Neil on, you bring the tying run to the plate.
Three and 0 with Marte on deck.
Here we go.
Brings up the tying run to the plate. First and second, 2 outs. Starling Marte will face Henderson.
Or maybe Francisco Rodriguez.
Yeah, that's true. We're going to have a pinch runner for Walker. It's going to be Jordy Mercer. Two on, 2 out.
Lucroy coming back behind the plate. Still no movement. Looks like Ron Renick is going to stay with the big man. And Rodriguez continuing to throw. Nothing for the Pirate fans to cheer about tonight, but one swing of the bat could change all that. Strike one on Marte, 94 miles per hour from
Jim Henderson, he has allowed 1 home run in just under 23 innings. Marte 0 for 3. And he's in the hole 0-2. We do have some folks chiming in on Game Connect. Go to rootsports.com and tell us your pirate name. Go to piratequiz.com first and find out. We've got Ryan from Leet Township. His name is Ryan, but his pirate name is Dread Pirate Flint.
And don't call us with Jack Sparrow.
No.
Don't bother.
Wow. He strikes out Tabata, the pinch hitter, Clement, the pinch hitter, and then Marte. Still 3-0. Light cold hard blast, and second pitch of the game. Aoki hits his 9th. Marichka Aoki, and gives the Brewers a 1-0 lead. Goes off Kyle McPherson. Tonight's cold hard blast brought to you by Frost Brewed Coors Light. And Steve, so far that has been plenty, really, for the Brewers pitchers, Estrada and Henderson.
Well, last night they scored their first run in the 2nd, and that was enough. It's been a deep freeze.
And changes for the Bucks. Jordy Mercer now at short, and Josh Harrison at second.
And Chris LaRue comes in to work the 9th inning.
LaRue's numbers: 6 appearances at the big league level this season. Jeff Karstens. I wonder, Steve, if Karstens' outing tonight didn't impress them. But the key is going to be his health. If he's fine, you have to believe he's going to be back in there, right?
Put me in, coach. I mean, he couldn't have looked any better than he did tonight. Brewers made a run at him in the 7th inning. Got double play ball and then a strikeout of Ryan Braun. That's cleaning up the mess real quick.
LaRue trying to keep this a 3-run deficit. With John Axford starting to loosen in the bullpen, the Pirates will have McCutchen, Jones, and Alvarez due up in the bottom of the 9th.
There's Mr. Axford.
Oh, 2 on Gomez. He is 1 for 3. Stolen base and a caught stealing. 3 for 4. Hit by a pitch last night. And fouls this one out of play. Chris LaRue follows McPherson, Resop, and Karstens. Get the Pirate beards going out in that bullpen. One and two on Gomez. And a pop-up. Jones, one away. Get the inside scoop on every WVU football game with Mountaineer Game Time on Root Sports. This Saturday, tune in for a preview of WVU's upcoming game against Maryland and get an inside look at the Mountaineers' 2012 season. All part of Wild and Wonderful Sports. Kicks off Saturday at 11 on Root Sports. Here's Segura. He is 2 for 3. Led off the fifth with a double off the wall, and center was balked to third. And then scored on a Marco Estrada single, the pitcher. Segura tripled to start the seventh. And with the infield in, he scored on an error on Brock Holt. But it turned out to be an earned run because the next hitter, Norichika Aoki, singled. And to right field, Snyder coming on. Makes the catch. 2 outs.
That catch was choreographed. Just smooth trip for Travis. Comes a long way and stays smooth.
Logan Schaefer is going to pinch hit for Henderson. Five games with the Brewers off the bench. Recalled the fourth of this month from AAA Nashville. Oh, and 2. I'm guessing that Brandon Kinsler is up in case they score a run, taking away a save situation.
Yep.
Just reaching out, poking that ball to shallow right, and Josh Harrison makes the play. Chris LaRue, a 1-2-3 ninth. Last shot for the Buccos.
Pirates Baseball on Root Sports is brought to you by Burger King. Come play family food where every game piece has a prize. Let's go Bucks!
Down 3. Yeah, let's go. Let's get the bats going.
Indeed.
Time to do it against John Axford on Talk Like a Pirate Day nationally. Got to come back. So here are some names that have come up.
Rackman.
Wow, that is,
Rackham.
wow. Rackham's come up. Yeah.
Dirty Tom. Dirty Mary.
Now, what was your name, by the way?
Mad
yours?
Morty.
That's right.
Morty Mad Morty, something like that.
A lot of mad, a lot of dirty, a lot of. Well, there's the Iron John Rackham, and now John Axford, who has really recovered. I guess that is Iron John Axford.
62 innings, 79 strikeouts.
He was out of the closer's role for a time, was really struggling.
'93, '94, 95 miles an hour. I think when he was struggling, a good bit of it was attributed to wildness, trouble finding the plate. He has righted his ship.
Awkward looking swing at the high fastball.
Late decision by Andrew.
Axford picked up his 29th save and 100th of his major league career on Sunday against the Mets. Unscored upon in 10 of his last 11 appearances. Hit well to right field. And gone. Opposite field home run.
There she blows.
Shiver me timber. Andrew McCutchen, number 29, the Bucks on the board.
A couple of hits for Andrew. Singled his first time up, 2 for 4.
So the Bucks on the board and the scoreless streak over. Home run for McCutchen. How about a big-time rally in the bottom of the ninth?
It's number 9 given up by Axford. That's a lot for a closer.
Opposite field. Aoki went back. And 6 rows deep. See if that shakes up Axford a bit. Now time is called. Luke Croy out to talk to him. '29 home runs, 89 RBIs for McCutchen now.
Good. Do it back to back. See if you can get his attention.
3-0.
Now get yourself on base and bring that time run to the plate again.
Jones 0 for 3. Out of play. 2 for 8 lifetime against Axford.
Base runner, base runner, base runner.
Pop up on the infield.
That's a big item for Axford. He was down 3-0 after the home run. Comes all the way back to get a very important first out.
Subscribe to MLB.tv to take advantage of new low pricing and see every remaining Pirates out-of-market game live online and on your favorite devices in HD quality. Visit Pirates.com to order and get more details. MLB.tv, baseball everywhere. McCutchen's home run is 29th. It's the Pirates on the board. Streak of 23 consecutive innings without a run ends with that leadoff homer. But one away, Axford needs 2 more outs to save it for Estrada. Alvarez 1 for 3.
Away from the fastball to Pedro. Alvarez also with 29 home runs.
And 1 for 7 lifetime against Axford with 2 walks. Broken bat, that'll do it. The barrel winds up behind the mound. And once again, Ramirez well off the line. That's twice tonight that Alvarez has gone the other way. And a potential tying run to the plate.
That spear almost got a piece of Axford. There goes the ball, there goes the bat. You said 9 home runs given up now by Axford. That's a good many for a closer. Or a bad many.
Henry doubled his first time up. Off the glove of the center fielder Gomez, leaping at the wall. He's popped up twice since. 3 at-bats and 4 plate appearances against Axford. 1 for 3 with a walk. Snyder on deck. Well, the first half of this season, the Pirates were the comeback kids, weren't they?
They were indeed. Yep. Night after night after night. And not just late. Fall behind early, play catch up, just keep on moving.
36 come from behind wins this season for the Pirates. Trying to avoid falling to the 500 mark with a loss tonight. Battling Axford and the Brewers, 2-2.
And fastball 95 miles an hour.
The affable closer, John Axford, who was brilliant last season. Rolaids Relief Man of the Year. Line foul. Still 2-2.
Still trying to catch up with that fastball. And the issue is that you're out early enough on that swing, anticipating the fastball, and you don't get it. You're cooked. Let's see if he stays with it. Trying to keep away from the power. He was out in the dugout when McHenry almost got it over the wall into there. In the bullpen, excuse me. McHenry almost got it out there.
Oh, struck him out looking. McHenry barking at the home plate umpire, Brian Onora.
Like a backdoor breaking ball that just started out inside, and they say it picked up the inside corner. Close, tough to take. You never want that breaking ball in there. You want it outside, so he missed, but sometimes that kind of backdoor breaking ball that you think is going to stay inside just nips in, gets part of the corner, and you're done.
Snyder, the last hope for the Bucks. A lot of times that catcher, Steve, moves that glove that far. A close pitch usually goes against the pitcher. And that catcher, there goes the runner from first. They're not going to pay any attention to Alvarez, uncontested. 2-0 on Snyder.
The other catchers are trying to sell that call.
He had to come all the way around because you said that breaking ball was supposed to be on the outer half. He had to really bring it over.
You're moving away into
a lot of movement there.
Area.
2-1. Axford got the call from Brian O'Nora. Now 2-1 on Snyder. 3-1.
One swing of the bat, 1-1.
Snyder's never faced Axford before. Gabby Sanchez on deck, 2 for 7 with a home run. Previous matchups with John Axford. Snyder trying to reach. And up the middle, but right there is Segura. And that does it. The Brewers have won the first 2 games of the series, and the Pirates' woes continue. They fall back to 500. Brewers win the first 2 games of this series, and
the Brewers separating themselves from the Pirates.
They now lead the Pirates by 2 games as the Bucks fall to Milwaukee. They just can't seem to right the ship. Bucks with just 4 wins in the month of September. Now 4-13. They'll look to salvage the series tomorrow.
The ball to Wandy.
Yep. Their best pitcher of the past couple of weeks. Aoki's home run. The second pitch of the ball game. They added another in the 5th and the 7th. And able to hold on for the victory. Nissan Road ahead tomorrow afternoon, 4:05 against the Brewers. Then on the road to Houston, 4 in New York, and then home against the Reds for 3 in Atlanta for 3. The Reds and Braves. Now let's send it out to Kent Tekulve and Rob King.
Greg and Steve, thanks very much. The Pirates did end their 23 consecutive scoreless inning streak with the Andrew McCutchen home run in the 9th. But, Teak, that came after Marco Estrada had left the game. And much like last night when Yovani Gallardo really handed it to the Pirates hitters, they just couldn't find a way to solve Marco Estrada tonight.
Yeah, and it's the 3rd time that Estrada has started against the Bucks this year, and the 3rd time the results have been pretty much the same, except for the fact that they didn't strike out as many times. He was in double figures and strike out the first 2 games, but yeah, he was on top of this game. This is a team that's in a pennant race. In fact, these 2 teams came in tied exactly as far as where they were at in the wild card race, but they were trending in 2 different directions. And right now, the Brewers have continued to trend in the upward direction, while the Pirates have continued to trend in the downward direction.
Pirates fall to 500 for the first time since June 2nd. They have been at the break-even point as they lose this game with a final score of 3-1. We still have the Pirates post-game show presented by Allegheny Sports Medicine coming your way. In that show, we will have highlights from this game. We will also have highlights from around the league. Once again, the Pirates lose. What does it mean for them in the wild card standings other than they need to get hot, and they need to get hot now? We'll tell you about that. We also have our Ask Teak segment and locker room reaction. You're also going to hear from manager Clint Hurdle. All that and more on the way on Pirates postgame presented by Allegheny Sports Medicine. It's up next here on Root Sports.